Recently, aggregate publishers Publishdrive announced some pretty groundbreaking news, and this might be relevant to you, especially if you are doing some type of co-authoring or royalty splitting. So make sure that you stay tuned to today's video for more details. This is Self-Publishing with Dale, and if you want to learn more about how to publish books that sell and build an unstoppable author brand, then make sure that you subscribe to this channel and turn your bell notifications to on so you don't miss a single video. If you've been watching my channel long enough, you know that I don't simply talk about Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. In fact, there's so many other platforms you can take advantage of, and one of them includes aggregate publishers Publishdrive. Who exactly is Publishdrive? Well, essentially, they're an aggregate publisher, meaning that they are an account that will send out your publications to various avenues, and Publishdrive just so happens to send out to dozens of different platforms, including the likes of Google Play, to Apple, to Kobo, and so much more and beyond. And they do that for just a simple 10% cut of the revenue, which is not too bad in my opinion. However, today's video is going to be a little different because it's not necessarily about utilizing Publishdrive, more so about a new option they have available to the self-publishers out there. Publishdrive calls it Abacus. Essentially, it is a royalty splitting calculator of sorts. It kind of figures out your earnings and expenses. In their words, it's the solution for KDP and Kindle Unlimited authors have been waiting for. So if you're kind of functioning like, say, as a small publishing house and you co-author some books, this is probably the best way to track your earnings and expenses from one dashboard, and you're able to get it to where other people can come in and see that. Now, to be clear, you don't have to publish through Publishdrive to utilize Abacus. In fact, Publishdrive has a totally different feature. It's exactly the same. It's called Team Royalties, and that's available if you do distribute through Publishdrive. But for those of you that do not utilize Publishdrive, Abacus is available to you. It's just as simple as importing your KDP report or other reports that are relevant to your publishing business and co-authoring. To put it simply, Abacus features include some of the following. Keep track of co-author payments. You can track KDP and ACX reports, which is really kind of nice. So rather than, say, for instance, me having the KDP account and ACX account, and I co-author with somebody and they just either trust that I'm paying out what they have or giving them my login, which I wouldn't recommend, this is an avenue to where that we can take both those reports, put it in one dashboard, and then everybody gets to see exactly what's going on. Track additional costs and revenue for full financial disclosure. Again, this is kind of a way that we get into one dashboard and everybody's kind of going, okay, they're feeling a bit loose, a little bit more lax, and not feeling like they're getting the wool pulled over their eyes. So if one of your co-authors wants to take a look at the reports, all they got to do is just go right into that dashboard for Abacus and see exactly what's going on, and they're going to be on the same page as you. Royalty and payment reports downloadable anytime. So they're able to access that dashboard. Well, now they can download those reports and hang on to those at any time. So then they can kind of expect exactly what they're going to be getting as far as payouts from one month to the next. Edit, add, and remove contributors. So of course, you can be able to add in authors or maybe editors or anybody that's contributing to one particular title or another. There's really no limit. You can just put them on in there and get it to where you're splitting out each one of them according to the percentage that you promised them. Add end dates to team contracts. So if for some reason you have somebody that has signed a contract with you, and if you're a small publishing house, chances are pretty likely they probably did sign a contract with you. Well, in this event, you can actually set it to where it starts and ends on a particular date. That way, they're able to go in when they're supposed to, and when a contract ends, let's say for instance you stop distributing through a specific platform and the rights goes back to the author, then you can go ahead and kill that. Built-in message board. So rather than going and creating this gigantic email with all of this different communication and trying to track all of that, well, the nice thing is it's all going to be here built inside your dashboard. So you're able to talk to the people that are contributing to the various works that you're listing through, say, Abacus. Again, when I say listing through Abacus, it doesn't mean that you're distributing through them. Again, we're just taking a look at earnings and expenses through here. The fine folks over at PublishDrive wanted me to tell you that this is going to be available to you 100% free all the way up to August 12th while it is still in beta. After it launches, it actually is going to cost $2.99 per title. That's $2.99 per title. This is also something that you can incorporate as far as an expense when you're going into Abacus. So remember that when you're negotiating with a co-author of some sort, you need to kind of let them know if Abacus is going to be a tool that you're going to be utilizing, that is an additional expense to take account for. So big shout out over to the PublishDrive team. I really appreciate it. About the week before last, they'd contacted me before it became public to let me know that Abacus was going to be coming out. And sadly, I was just a little bit delayed, but at least I got it out to you folks. And if you don't know exactly who PublishDrive is or my candid thoughts about them, believe it or not, there is actually a full video where I give you my insights on PublishDrive and my experience. Go ahead and take a look at it down here. I'll see you then.